everyone, it's with Cuddly, Kitwana. After we have looked at a couple toys and collectibles from Walt Disney World over the past few episodes of my show, we are going to travel across the big pond and end up at Tokyo Disney Resort in Japan, from where this toy in a rather unsuspicious, unspectacular box packaging is coming. It doesn't give away much other than it's a Mickey Mouse action figure from said Disney Resort. And it's got a bunch of Japanese writing on it, of course, and we can see that it was manufactured by Medicom toys from Japan. And when we open the box flap, and we can see we have something very, very, very special here. Take a look at this. This is a Mickey Mouse action figure that represents the exact theme park meetable character as seen at the Disney parks around the world. And this figure is very special. You can see here it is a poseable figure that comes with a total of 3 pairs of different hands. So this toy is actually even more special than I thought. It's a limited edition of 1,956 pieces, only given out to annual pass holders of the Tokyo Disney Resort in 2015. So they had only these had the chance to even buy such a figure. It was not available in any of the stores at the Tokyo Disney Resort. You had to be an annual pass holder in order to be eligible for one. It is kind of crazy when I researched the value of this figure. I almost fell off my computer chair, because they are now far into the 4 digits when it comes to value, and I'm so glad I got mine a couple of years back for around $700. Now, there are a couple different versions of Mickey Mouse action figures from Medicom with different outfits, and you can still find some that are in the 3 digits. There is even a Minnie Mouse, a matching mini action figure that goes along with this Mickey. So definitely take good care if you want to go after one of those. Do not pay a 4-digit amount. I don't think they are worth a 4-digit amount, although it is truly a high quality collectible and incredibly true to the theme park meeting character, as you will see in just a moment. So I'm going to unbox this because the box is reusable and we do not have to destroy anything in order to get the figure out and put that in. And what we first have is an instruction sheet, which is only Japanese, but it's got the pictures on it, so it's still helpful even if you do not have command of the Japanese language. And it basically tells you how to assemble the stand that comes with the figure or the doll. So you simply assemble this as shown on the instruction sheet. There's basically 3 different parts. one is the ring that actually holds the figure. And when we've got our display stand assembled, then we can take care of the figure. Here is this beautiful action figure. Take a look at this. This is like an exact 3D print of the in-park character. You can see comes with the different hands. Got actually 3 pairs of hands in various poses. But first we will take a look at the action figure. And you may choose to either display this with the stand, with the display stand that we just assembled, or you can also display this without, since the figure is able to stand on its own actually. So I prefer this. The stand just takes a bit away from the realism of this figure. Going real close, and we see the head is the old Mickey Mouse head that they used in the parks. Remember, this figure was made in 2015. In the meantime, they changed Mickey's head a little bit, so it's got the more oval eyes instead of the round eyes. This is an exact reproduction of the old head. You can see the lovely smile, the black nose, the eyes are 100% correct. You can even see the tongue inside his mouth. Everything has been molded super correct. I suspect they took a 3D scan, the actual park character, in order to create this action figure. And when we go down, you can see his classic traditional outfit. That is all buttoned up. You cannot remove any of the clothing without having to destroy it. So we're not going to do this. Keep that in mind. Make sure that the figure doesn't get dirty or anything. After all, this is a collectible item and not a toy. And you can see his hands here. And then further down he's got his red pants. And his big black shoes. Quick look from this side, you can see the profile is really 100% correct as well. The proportions are all right, as they are on the original theme park character. And when we look at the figure from the back, you can see the head has the back part of the head has the problem that it is made out of fabric, and that fabric is very special. I think it's somewhat similar to, may even be the same thing like on the real character, but the problem is it does catch dirt and dust rather easily, and it's hard to get it out again. So when you display this figure, make sure that you do this on a place that is protected from dust and dirt. And his outfit on the back is correct as well. He does not have the tail. If I remember correctly, the park character doesn't have the tail either, only the animated version. Wow, I'm so stunned by the accuracy of this figure. Truly has a class of its own. Now let's look at the articulation. There are 13 different parts of articulation on this Mickey. What he can do is the super cutesy head tilt, which he often does while posing for photographs at the parks, at the character meet and greets. And we do have articulation in the shoulders as well, in the elbows and in the wrists, so he can pose his arms and hands together like this, and together with the tilted head. That's exactly the standard pose Mickey does, and he's posing for photographs. And we do have further articulation on the hips, the knees and the ankles, so he can put forward one of his feet like this, and the figure even stands like this. And that's the classic standard Mickey photo pose. My highest respect for the character performers working in the parks. I mean, this is a super strenuous job, but very rewarding. I mean, I've been to so many character meet and greets and saw all these excited kids when they meet Mickey for the first time. It's always super cute to see. As for the articulation in his legs, Mickey cannot sit down. The reason for that is that his body is stuffed in order to give him the appearance, the typical short, rather fat Mickey appearance. So he cannot sit down, but his knees do have articulation. But it's pretty hard for him to even kneel down if you would have a child-sized doll right next to him. That's a little bit difficult to recreate these kind of situations. The body they used for this action figure is, of course, by far not a standard 1/6 scale action figure body. It's everything customized. You can see the clothings are over black thin arms, rather thin sticks, and you can see the same underneath his pants as well. So that's not a human body that they use, not a standard human body for this figure. How to exchange the hands. This is actually rather easy to do. The figure makes a sturdy impression, and you simply slide out the hands and then insert the ones you want to put on. Make sure you insert them until they click so they stay in place. As you can see, this gives a lot of different options when you've got 3 pairs of hands available. And simply use your imagination and your fantasy to create whatever you want. Create whatever pose you want with this figure. There are plenty of opportunities. But I prefer to have the original hands on him so he can do some classic meet and greet photo ops. And for a meet and greet photo op using our cute Mickey action figure, we need a random Disney Parks guest, and we've got that visitor in form of this Ken fashionista doll, super handsome, super adorable. And we put these two right next together, then we can also talk about size real quick. And you can see that Mickey not only has the correct proportions, but also the correct size compared to a standard human doll or figure. Mickey is 10.5 inches tall, 27 centimeters, while our random Disney Park guest here is 12 inches tall, 30 centimeters, and that really makes for realistic photo ops, especially if we've got more Disney characters in doll form. For example, this Beast doll. I really love the Beast, and if you love the Beast as much as I do, then stay tuned for November, where we will celebrate the 30th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast on my show, featuring various Beauty and the Beast dolls. But before we get to Beauty and the Beast month here on Kitwana's Toys, I randomly recreated a Disney Parks Mickey Mouse character meet and greet photo op using the Cinderella Castle model you can see here. And look at that, the Beast together with Mickey and our random Disney Parks guest. Doesn't this look super adorable? There's so many opportunities to play with this Mickey figure. So I really like this action figure. It's one of my most valuable Disney toys, together with the Beauty and the Beast doll set here in background. It's definitely one of the most expensive ones. And if you are a Disney Parks fan as big as I am, then I'm going to cross out of my clothes for you that you will eventually find one of these Medicom Mickey action figures for an affordable 3-digit amount price. And for now I'm going to put Mickey back into his box so he doesn't get any more dirty than he already is on his head. So this figure will be properly protected so I can enjoy it for many years to come. Thank you so much for watching this rather special episode of Kitwana's Toys. As always, if you've got more questions about the toys that I'm featuring, feel free to put a comment below and I'll be happy to help you out or interact with you. And with that being said, I'm going to say what Mickey always says: see you real soon. As said, the clothing is basically not removable since it is buttoned up and even sewn on. But below his black tuxedo we can find a small Tokyo Disney Resort tag that assures you it's an authentic, genuine figure